the victims of rapes on the 7th and people who saw the dead bodies of women who've been raped. The idea that we have such a sick coterie in our country that does not believe raped women because the people who carried out the attacks are Hamas or the people who suffered them are Israelis.
Hey guys, here's a video of Douglas Murray explaining the double standards against the actual patriots of the UK and how the media reacts when something bad happens to a Muslim immigrant as opposed to actually someone that's living there. Let's watch the video.
Well, what is to blame for this figure? A poll last year of British Muslims taken by the Henry Jackson Society found that only 25% believed that rapes or murders had actually taken place on October the 7th.
It's an utter obscenity, and it points to how many sick people there are in our society. We have had, in the last 10 years, a slogan in the wake of Me Too and so on, believe all women. But it turns out that the rule doesn't apply if the women are Jews, if the women are Israelis. I have seen the evidence of this. I have spoken to the people who have gone through this. The victims of rapes on the 7th and people who saw the dead bodies of women who've been raped. The idea that we have such a sick coterie in our country that does not believe raped women because the people who carried out the attacks are Hamas or the people who suffered them are Israelis is, again, a problem in our society here. If this happened with any other group of people, if there were thousands or hundreds of thousands of people in the UK who did not believe it when I don't know, let's play it another way around. If a Muslim woman in the UK said she'd been raped by white men, Jess Phillips and everybody else would be all over that. We would know the name of the one case where that had happened, especially if it was for racial and religious reasons. But Jess Phillips and co, they don't care if, first of all, the victims don't suit their victim hierarchy, and secondly, if the perpetrators aren't comfortable for them.
So there may be sinister motivations behind people not believing that women, Israeli women, were raped and tortured before they were murdered on October the 7th. It could be born out of ignorance. It could be because pro-Palestinianism has become a popular cause in our university campuses. It could be a kind of following of a herd mentality.
Or all of the above.
Yeah.
And people, of course, don't forget, I mean, a lot of people need to be taught into hatred. You have to be taught into it. We have to ask ourselves, why is this being taught? Why is pro-extremist ideology being pushed in this country? Why are we so far behind tackling it still? It goes back to my point. Look at the number of reports and inquiries. Every time an atrocity happens in the UK, we have another darn report, another inquiry.
Lessons will be learned.
And the lessons never are learned. Unless we grapple with this in Britain today, we will see what Israel suffered again here in the UK.
I think it's absolutely crazy that the media in the UK doesn't stand up for its own people and chooses its side to the immigrants who are obviously people that have the rights to live there as long as they follow the system and they follow the rules of that country. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to watch more videos like these, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to help us continue making these videos, go to buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored. We'll leave the link in the description. We'll see you in the next one.